care to put up to speed exactly what prompted your communication?
Okay, thank you very much again. Thanks for having me. With reference to the state of the economic affairs of our country, where you have Liberia being placed on the poverty index at number 8 position, where Liberia is the 8th poorest country in the world, and where our GDP per capita stands at around $500 to $600. That would tell you the level of poverty that this country is going through. And I thought to place this communication on the floor to flag the bureaucratic bottlenecks that we have with our input and export sector, ranging from goods being imported from the country, from the time from the day of clearing of your goods or processing from the Ministry of Commerce and to those other agencies that are, have some form of agreement with the government of Liberia to render services. I thought that there are too many bureaucracies that are slowing down the easy importation and exportation of goods, which in turn causes an increase of commodity prices on the local market. So I thought it was as important that I flag this to plenary that it is investigated. Unfortunately, plenary didn't take it much seriously, and the committee that was assigned to take charge of this matter is only on contracts. I thought the Committee on Commerce, Trade and Commerce would have been assigned to take charge of it. I thought the Committee on Maritime would have also been asked to take charge of it as well. When you consider importation in our country, what happens over here is that you will find, in fact, within the country today, on our local market, commodities and goods that are imported from different countries, especially today you will find that traders and other people, individuals who are preferring, for example, to import goods. Let's take a vehicle, a car. When you have a vehicle today that you want to import to Liberia, you would prefer to use the port of Conakry, right? Or you might prefer to use the port of Freetown. Why? Because the charges are less there. There are less bureaucracies that you go through. It's not time consuming like what you have with Liberia. So these are things that are draining the economy and causing this country to lose hundreds of millions of dollars. And at the end of the day, there's a trickle-down effect. Who feels it? It is the poor Liberian. So this is why I thought this is important that we discuss it. We have a company here that is maybe hired by the Liberian government. We will investigate that. That is called the Metex Scientific, that does appraisal of goods when an EPD, that is when an import permit declaration is done. And what happens over here is that this Metex company charges a fee, about 1.2% or so of your CRF value. That's the cost, insurance, and freight value of the total commodity rate. So what happens is that when you pay this fee, and Metex does this appraisal of your custom duty that you're supposed to pay, and then you will have to go through some number of days to process this. After that, again, you will have the Liberia Revenue Authority that makes the final determination as to how much today you're going to pay after all. After going through all this time while your goods are waiting at the port. Then we have another company that has been added to this thing, which is called the GTMS. This GTMS company plays almost a similar role that Metex is playing. So so at the end of the day, you have companies having overlapping functions that are affecting the local commerce, increasing prices on the local markets, and then at the final analysis, it is the Liberian that suffers, this action. So I thought that, look, this thing must be discussed. It has to be considered. Let's know the role of this Metex Scientific What role are they playing? What role is this GTMS playing? At the end of the day, how can you pay a fee for importation here and then you pay another fee for importation or exportation as well? Meanwhile, you have the APM terminals again, after going through all the long process here for the APM terminals, they're only giving you just 5 days to have your container, to have a free window period to import your goods. And let's say it is the weekend. The weekends are not considered. So if you have a holiday, you have weekend, so it means that basically your entire 5-day free period will just run out, and then you are now burdened with the responsibility of paying demurrage for these goods that you've imported. So final analysis, Liberia becomes one of the most expensive countries in the world today, and the trickle-down effect is that it's having poverty on the people, because the consumer is made to pay for this time wastage, is made to pay for these extra expenses, and goods are so much expensive on the Liberian market, which is unfair to Liberians. And this is the reason why I thought that we want to look at the role, the reason why APM Terminal is offering only 5 days for goods importation in the country, and then at the end of the day, the 5 days is basically insignificant. And also, we're also looking at what role, why is it important that this GTMS is a player in the import and export sector of the country, why you have this METEC scientific as well. So this is the reason why I thought to flag it, and it is so important that because it affects the economic condition of our people as well. It also causes a drain. It also causes a financial drain to the economy, because a lot of people now are opting to move on to the Republic of Guinea, the Republic of Sierra Leone, to import their goods, because they have less time to process their goods and they spend less money. So what happened? The country is losing more money to other countries just because of these procedures that can be checked and corrected. So thank you very much.
So
we'll take a few questions.
Honorable will address a few questions. I recognize you.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Beginning with ELBC.
Hello, still let me say thank you. Like my colleague said, Emmanuel again for LBS. I'm concerned as to the kind of impact this is having on the global economy. Can you